Koy, wala mo koy, natulat na koy.
Okay ra koy. May problema koy. Lat lang.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Is it Jasper?
Yes, wait for a while, sir. I will my camera. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much.
This virtual meeting, sir, is recorded. Is it okay for you, sir?
Absolutely fine.
Where are you from, sir? May I ask?
I'm originally from Lithuania, but I live in London.
We've exchanged emails, and then now we are here. Then to to show you that we are very cooperative with you, and then to show you that we are in where what you have emailed us is we understand. I made a video that hopefully you will see. I share the video, sir, and then we will talk after this.
That's great.
JMG Design and Build has been tapped to evaluate a proposed 256 square meter residential bungalow in Lacolac, with construction targeted to begin in January 2027. Before moving into active planning, 3 core parameters must be aligned: a phased construction schedule, a strictly bifurcated budget, and sign-off from a structural engineer. Resolving these specific factors immediately is the mandatory first step. Without them, the project cannot transition from the initial drafting phase into actionable, costed construction planning. This hand-annotated plan shows the specific 16-meter by 16-meter perimeter. The strategy here organizes the private bedrooms along the outer edges, wrapping them around a large central living space. The private quarters consist of 4 standard 4x4-meter bedrooms, along with a dedicated master bedroom suite located in the bottom left corner. Moving to the utility requirements, the plans specify critical engineering notes for the wet areas, specifically the kitchen, laundry, and bathrooms. The floors must be properly sloped toward designated drain points. This specific layout successfully segregates the private rooms from the utility zones. However, those engineering requirements for water drainage must be integrated immediately during the initial foundation phase to function correctly. Returning to the center of the plan, the design features a massive open core. It combines a 10 by 8 meter living room, flanked by the dining room and an island kitchen layout. This section of the blueprint shows the defining architectural feature of that central space, the living room skylight. Installing an overhead window of this size requires specialized roof framing. As explicitly noted in the red markup, the skylight requires either metal or reinforced concrete beams to carry the load, and the final dimensions must be verified by a structural engineer. Without formal structural engineering sign-off on these load-bearing specifications, the overall roof and core framing design cannot be safely locked in. Beyond the structure, the client requires a phased-out construction and planning workflow, scaling up over time to meet the January 2027 commencement date. This client email confirms the strict budgeting rule for the project. The final quote must be completely bifurcated into 2 parts: estimated direct costs and the overhead profit margin. The EDC category will isolate the raw project expenses, encompassing all materials, labor, and equipment. The overhead column will contain the contractor's profit alongside overhead, contingencies, and miscellaneous expenses. Adherence to this specific level of financial transparency is a firm prerequisite before the contractor can move into the preliminary costing phase. To move forward, 3 open items require immediate resolution: acquiring structural clearance for the skylight, formalizing the bifurcated budget framework, and locking the phased 2027 workflow. The immediate next step is for the client to utilize the provided Google Calendar link to book an initial virtual consultation. Once this meeting occurs, JMG Design and Build will release preliminary costing and final construction approach recommendations to begin bringing the Lacolac Bungalow to life.
Okay.
That's a very good video. Very informative. Like it very much.
So did you hear that, sir? Our presentation. So I'm proud to say that my team listened to the email you sent us, and then no contractor or no Filipinos that will present something like that. Maybe or maybe I'm just very confident on what we shared.
It's very great. It's a good standard of your company business setup. It's very informative. It's way to go with. Absolutely agree with you. Yeah, just quite impressive. Yeah, well done.
Okay. So but the most important, sir, is how we perform. So it's useless to good start. The very important is how consistent we are. So hopefully, sir, in your side also. Before we continue, sir, we would like to introduce ourselves. Me as a builder, the contractor, the managing owner of JMG Construction, together with my partner, architect Evan Burgos, also a licensed architect.
Hello, sir. Good day.
Good
So
morning.
can you say something about the and how we can help him? And I
Yes,
know,
sir. Yeah, thank you, engineer. By the way, sir, I am architect Ivan Burgos. I've been a partner of GMJ for quite some time, and then I do the design. One of the architects to do the design in GMG construction. Hopefully, we can accommodate your desire, and we can render services according to your requirements, and hopefully, we can satisfy you with our products.
That sounds great.
Thank you, sir.
okay, so why you here in Philippines, and then can you share some stories?
Okay, guys, I'm married to Filipino. That probably explains a lot, right?
Okay.
And we have a piece of land in Lacolac. I don't know. Have you actually Googled the area,
Yeah,
Lacolac?
Lacolac is in Baungon, Bukidnon, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Uh,
So that
near,
area is like a small village. The last time I've been there, last year, they trying to build the road and improve the road. There is a road there, but
yeah,
it's sort of like a grid road. It's not very good. So, I mean, do big lorries do pass there, like concrete lorries and cars, etc.
okay,
It would be great to see if the actual like local authority would fix the road because it's quite a hilly road as well. It's going up the mountain, down the mountain, into the valley. So if by the time I got a ticket to Philippines in October this year,
okay,
one of the reasons for the visit is to sign off the paperwork for the land because we're buying the land also. So
okay,
as we speak at the moment, the land is not secure yet because we haven't done it legally, which we need to do
okay,
legally in October.
yeah,
Moving from that point, probably we can schedule face-to-face meeting in October, and I will be physically able to show you the land.
okay,
So the land sort of like lies in between the river and the road, in between the river and the road. So it's quite a good access, I should say. From the road, it's like a concrete road, so it can take a nice load, vehicle like concrete lorries. And then by the time we get to Philippines, we have a nice road. It will be, I think, more susceptible for us to use a concrete lorries than rather mixing on site.
okay,
If that's not the case, obviously we'll look for another options like mixing on site, with a cement mixer and pouring concrete that way. The land, I think, is about 10 hectares, something like that. It's quite massive.
yeah. That's very
And
big.
yeah, it's very big. So, and the land is kind of sloping. It goes from 600 meters elevation above the sea level to 500 meters elevation to the
Mm,
river valley. So we will need to establish probably two things at that point. Water level, which is probably going to be at the river level, 500 meters. And the house probably going to have to sit slightly higher above the waterbed, so somewhere in between 550, something like that.
okay,
So it doesn't get flooded, basically, just flood protection.
yeah,
Now let's move a little bit to the design of the house. Why is a bungalow house, right? So we're
right,
sort of looking into a retirement home, right? So we don't want any steps.
yeah.
Okay. So that's why we picked the bungalow, and that's why it's so big. So, and also we have kids, and that's why we need a couple bedrooms.
How many kids
Um,
you have, sir?
we have 4 kids.
Okay, so how long you been married or with
Oh,
partner?
about 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the reason why I came up with 16 by 16 is that the first bedroom sets out at 4 meters by 4 meters, which is I think quite a good fair size bedroom, right?
right. You want me to show the generated 3D floor plan, sir? That you
Yeah, we can run through quickly, and I will explain you every single area why what the size I picked it for.
okay for a while, sir? I just I will find where I did. Maybe it's the email, sir. No, I attached that one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen it. We need to do a couple tweaks there as well because it's not exactly to that point, but I mean, we still got time for that.
Maybe we can show you the notebook LM I created, and then you can say something, or you can raise your hands, or maybe you can interrupt me if something you have something to say. Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So it's just a quick one. It's in here, right? You said, sir, that there's a change or something that
Yeah. The reason why I come up with this plan is 4 meters by 4 meters bedroom, and there's four of them, right? And one master bedroom. And 4 meters by 4 meters is a fair good size that suits the actual bed and
okay,
the wardrobe. Now, the wardrobes in a room, they're going to be bespoke joinery. They will be built most likely full height to the ceiling, and they will be full width of the room. And in the joinery, I'm thinking, because I'm thinking about mechanical and electrical installation in the future, I want to sort of install AC unit into the joinery so it stays kind of hidden, right? All
maybe
probably four bedroom,
this one.
all four bedrooms and the master bedroom, they will have AC installed in the joinery, so there will be a hidden unit, not a visual unit, just a hidden unit, wall-mounted unit in the joinery with a panel. So it gives a nice aesthetics. Okay.
Okay,
If you look in the top left corner room, bedroom one,
okay,
we're gonna emit one of the windows. I think two windows is not very good for a reason why, because I don't want the head to be over the window. So if we take the window from the top corner, if you
uh,
drag your pointer to the top corner, sort of
corn.
points north.
Wait, you can pick a pen here, sir. That you want to say something, but there's a pen here that you can that we can follow
Yeah.
you. Anyway, we can understand, sir, what you're saying because that's very clear here.
So my pen doesn't work really. I can't mark it up. So anyway, if you go to the top left corner
Okay.
and you see the bedroom one,
Yes, sir. Yes.
and the top window, which is pointing north upwards, that window there, exactly there. Yeah, that window, top window. We're gonna have to take that out and leave the window that is going into the main entrance. So the reason why I said that, because I'm thinking it's not very good to have the window above your head. It's not kind of safe. We're just gonna keep that window there, keep that one, and the other one will be emitted or taken out. Jasper? Jasper, you with me?
I think, sir.
Yeah. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, sir. I muted the. Anyway, sir. I'm asking, sir, that you are the one who made this layout, or together with your
Yeah,
partner.
that's it. I'm the one who come up with this. And I said one of the windows in that first bedroom and master
Yeah.
bedroom is gonna have to be taken out. I want to aesthetically clean, aesthetically keep it clean. The four front windows gonna have to stay where they are, but the two windows gonna have to
Okay.
be shifted. If you look into bedroom one, the window that is sort of like horizontal window, that's the one we're gonna take it out.
This one,
Yes, indeed. That one and the one in the master bedroom will be taken out as well.
master's
And the
bedroom.
bed
This one,
and the one in the bottom, not that one. That one stays. The other bottom one,
this one,
horizontal. This one's gonna take it out. We're gonna keep only one window in these two bedrooms. And for the corner one as well, the last one, the bedroom four, if you look at that.
this one. This one.
This one's gonna be taken out. Exactly. The reason why I'm saying is just because I want to keep it aesthetically clean.
Okay.
And I want to keep the four front windows at the main entrance. If you see the main entrance, it's gonna
Here,
have a
here.
bedroom window. It's gonna have a bedroom window, two living room windows, and another bedroom window.
Here, sir. No,
Did you get the bit with the windows then? Yeah.
I did not get it, sir. But you said that when you're here in the entrance, and then
Yes, the entrance, as I said, the entrance. I want to keep it clean, and I want to keep all windows aesthetically clean. Right.
that's noted, sir.
Right. If we move now to most likely the master bedroom, then we're gonna finish with the bedrooms.
This one?
Yep. You see the little lobby. Apologies.
Yes, sir. This one.
The little lobby, right? The reason for the little lobby is to create the entrance into the little lobby from the main living room. I don't want to go from the living room straight into bedroom. That door is gonna have to, the bedroom door is gonna have to move into lift that lobby door.
This one. Something like
Yeah.
that.
So that door is gonna have to be moved into the lobby
Okay.
wall. Okay. As I said, the reason why, because we want privacy in the bedroom, and that's why we created this lobby.
Okay.
Right. So from that lobby, you will have an access to bathroom and the access into the bedroom.
You mean this one will transfer here, sir?
Yes,
No,
like that. So exactly.
not
And
with this.
then a walk-in wardrobe can be accessed from the living room. That's fine.
This one from here, go here, like that.
Yes. Well, as I said, that walk-in wardrobe should be probably accessed from the bedroom. Sort of like, if we
Ah,
refer to my drawing, would be
oh
from the
yes,
bedroom
you're correct.
into the walk-in wardrobe.
This one like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And again, the walk-in wardrobe is going to be made of bespoke joinery again. So again, probably going to have both sides of bespoke joinery, full height, sort of like that. And we're going to move to the wet room, or should I say bathroom, toilet, bath.
This one.
The reason why I planted all the bathrooms, kitchen, and dirty kitchen in one side of the building is to help us with mechanical fit out of the
Ah,
pipes.
correct.
The property obviously is based in the village. That means we have no sewer. So we're going to have to build a what? Septic tank.
Thank-
So we're going to have to build a septic tank. Septic tank will collect bath or toilet, should I say,
Okay.
waste. There's going to be two types of waste. One type of waste, which I said toilet waste, and the second one is grey water. I don't know if you ever heard about the grey water, but the grey water consists of sink water, shower water, washing machine water. That water will be irrigated outside.
The drain of our utilities and the toilets will go to the septic tank for the waste water. And then we call it the domestic water will go to another chamber. Will pass through the touch basin, which is from the floor drain, from the sink, from so it will separate. And then the septic tanks we usually have as also part of the requirement of the government that it will be three-chambered septic tank so that it will be really filtered before going out to the outlet or to the sewer.
That's correct. That's correct,
Yes, sir.
Evan. That's why I was thinking about two different outlets for the waste. I said a septic tank will serve the toilets, and the other waste will be drained straight to irrigation field.
Yes, correct.
Now,
Yes.
as I mentioned earlier, that's sink, shower water, dishwasher. So non-chemical type of waste will be going straight into the irrigation field.
Yes.
And as for septic tank, obviously we're gonna have to dig out a leach field or absorbing field, probably with three pipe lengths.
Three
That
chambers.
will serve the leach field, which is gonna carry on into the leach field.
Yes, sir.
For that reason, I come up with two sort of waste for the water. And as you mentioned, it's going to have to be three section tanks. Sizes you can determine that yourself. I don't mind.
Yes, sir.
Right. So toilets, we don't want any steps in the toilet, so that's why they're going to have to be sloped to one corner of the toilet. It's probably going to be just an open, fully tiled toilet that we can fit in there. Shower, toilet, basin. That's three minimum things, right? If we can face the toilets sort of facing the middle wall, so they drop down to the floor and penetrates through the foundations into the septic tank. That toilet there needs to face left hand side of the wall. Now, if we can create a void, if that needed, I don't know, we will determine that. But I want the toilet tank to be in the wall. I just want only pan toilet tank sticking out from the wall.
You get it, architect? What, sir?
Toilet tank, even to say the tank on the water closet shall be in the wall.
So if we need to create a void in the wall to accommodate the tank for the toilet, that's absolutely fine. It can be half a meter width. I don't mind. That's why the toilet should be facing back to back to help connect one pipe into the septic tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
So they should be facing back to back.
you don't want to be the water tank of the toilet to be visible, sir.
Yeah, so exactly. I want the toilet to be suspended, and I want the tanks to be in the hitting in the wall. Now that's fine if we need to achieve that the toilets need to have an additional wall to hide the tank. That's not a problem. It's fine.
Okay.
It will reduce only by 200, 300 mil at most. It's sort of a called gibret system, if you ever heard of it.
Yes. We can also use a flashometer bulb of the toilet where there is no tank, but the pipes joined together to the main tank goes directly to the
Yeah,
toilet. So there's no individual tank for the
yeah,
toilet. We can also
yeah.
incorporate like that in our CR, in our toilet.
Yeah, well, one of the requirements for the toilet is going to be that the water tank needs to be hidden, also
Yes.
accessible in the future for the maintenance.
Mm.
And let's talk about a little bit water as well, because you're probably wondering when we're going to get the water from. Guys, I don't know if you ever heard about RAM system,
Yeah,
water RAM system,
ram pumps.
RAM pump. That's it. So if because there's a river nearby, I don't know whether it's feasible for us to try to install a RAM pump, or whether we're going to have to drill a well hole into the ground to the water level to
You have a supply of water, sir, in your land in the 10 hectares. Sorry, almost hectares, more than hectares of land. You have a source of water, a spring or
there is, yes,
snake.
there is a spring water river coming down from the mountain. It's quite
Oh, that's
plentiful.
nice. But it's
Yeah.
below the area of the supposed house.
Yes. That's why we
Uh,
try to keep the house up in the elevation to prevent from future floodings if it's ever going to happen.
we'll try
Um,
to test it if a ramp pump can be used.
yeah, of
We
course,
will
of
try.
course. Therefore we're gonna have sort of like external tank outside the
Mm,
house. So we're
yes,
probably gonna have to create a little bit of load-bearing ground, maybe build a
yes,
little post from concrete to hold the
mm,
tank, so we can determine the tank whether it's going to be 20,000 liters or 30,000 liters
yes.
for that. And any surplus water again can be drained into irrigation field.
Mm.
Let's move. You got guys any questions about that?
No, sir. Well, it's good. I'm listening.
Clear.
How about you, architect Evan?
It's okay, sir. Clear. No, none
Mhm.
so far. No questions so far.
Okay, let's move a little bit to the kitchen area, dining room, a dirty kitchen, laundry room, that sort of a like right-hand side corner. Right, the layout of the kitchen is kind of nearly there. Now, the door into the dining room is supposed to be on the kitchen side. Dining room
Yeah, yeah.
door is supposed to be into the kitchen side. Why that door stays here like that, and why the doors are needed in that place is to prevent the smell going into the living space, right?
Yeah.
Not contaminating with all the smells, because that just draws into the whole furniture and clothing.
How
So
about
that's
this
why
one, sir? It will open.
that door needs to be on the bottom side of the living room.
This one.
If we see where you got the window in the living room,
Leave
the
here.
window sort of that's supposed to be the doorway into the kitchen. That's the doorway into the kitchen. Why does it serve that area? Is because when the person goes to make the food in the kitchen, it will be served into the dining room, right? And
My
that's
question, sir, is
yes,
if you're from the living room, you're going to the dining room, you have to pass by the kitchen before reaching dining room.
yes, that's correct. All the food will be made in the kitchen and then will be served in the dining room. That's why the entry is going to be from the kitchen into the dining room.
My concerns are if you have visitors in the living room and then you're inviting them for dinner on the dining room, so they will have to pass the kitchen before going to the dining.
It does make sense. Maybe at this point we can keep both doors.
Yes, Yes, sir.
Yeah.
May I suggest you will keep the door up at the upper right on the dining area, and we also have a door down directly to the kitchen,
Yes.
if it's okay with
Because
you.
some
Yeah,
messy materials or whatever food.
we probably could make double door, as you say.
Yes, sir. Double door. We will make two doors because that it makes sense that from the living you go inside, you go directly to the kitchen, leaving some foods there before going to the dining. But what if you have visitors? You invite them for dinner. They will have not to pass the kitchen where all the staff are making the
Yeah,
food. They will go directly to the dining.
you make you made a good point there, and yeah, it's absolutely fine. I think we can keep probably two doors, like you said.
Yes, sir.
To the kitchen layouts, you see the L-shaped counter that you draw,
Mm,
the L-shaped counter. So that's supposed to be, I think, vice versa. It could work out. Is but
Then,
you see, my problem is at that point is with the plumbing, right? I would try to keep that L shape on the opposite corner because all the plumbing water, because now it's supposed to join the drainage, and at the moment it will be very hard to do that because that means we're either going to have to again run through the foundations of the building to join the irrigation pipe,
mm-mm.
or it will be going straight outwards and then joining irrigation pipe. What's your ideas on that one? How
Yeah,
will you manage how will you manage the water waste pipe at that point where the kitchen counter is right now?
yes, sir. I understand. Maybe we can. This is a very large kitchen. We can still retain the counter near the dining, and we will put the sink part just right adjacent to the dirty kitchen, so that the pipes from the sink of the kitchen will have an access going out with the same drainage from the dirty kitchen and the laundry. So near going out to the sewer. If yeah, I would suggest that the the sink part will be at the back of the dirty kitchen. But we can still retain that counter adjacent to the dining room if you want, for us a working area or working putting some counter for some appliance or some stuff.
Why don't we then do it so that L shape kitchen top counter, move it opposite corner into left bottom side.
I think, sir, you can use the pen. I already set up the
Mhm.
the pen, so you can pick or you can just click that pen, so you can use.
Here, sir, if we can put here somewhere the how to erase this. So
We can use the disappearing.
So if you guys draw all the bottom line and then left up vertical line,
Architect,
sorry,
may I use your?
uh,
say
right there.
we will put the L shape like this, the
You
marker.
sort of like as I said, push the counter to that corner. We're gonna
Mhm,
get rid of that bottom door completely out, and we'll make the door sort of like into the dirty kitchen here, and then the door into the laundry room here from the dirty kitchen.
okay.
That will give us the access to the laundry room, dirty kitchen, which I don't mind that is accessible from the dirty kitchen, which is fine. It's
Mm-mm.
gonna be a washing machines in there, nothing more than that. And then you can retain your water pipe along that elevation and into the leach field like that. Let me delete that quickly. That's why the dirty kitchen is probably going to handle most of the, how to say, preparing the food, should I say, cutting up the meat and the fish. Probably going to have some sort of freezers to store the food. Laundry room will just serve basically for washing machine, just to wash the clothes and dry the clothes. And I don't know if you did understood me or not, but the plant room, you see the plant room? That's not for growing the
Oh,
plants, or that is for the actual mechanical and electrical services, right?
oh,
For the
So
pump.
that plant room will probably gonna have distribution board that will serve electrical units and also have some sort of mechanical
Mm,
elements as well in there. The reason for that is I want totally be isolated from the building. I want it to be accessible from the outside.
Okay.
And as I said, I'm planning to put distribution board in there, so we're gonna need a good contractor to do a distribution board. And also, guys, I want to have sort of a water heater tank, maybe 100 liters, something like that, placed in there as well.
Boiler.
Well, boiler is for the gas, really. I want it to be served electrical.
Electric.
And I'm gonna try to, guys. Have you ever done solar panels?
Yes, solar panels. We can also have we have suppliers for water heater so powered by solar panels.
That's great. I'm thinking about the solar panel energy. I'm totally like that. I want this sort of a building to be self-sustained. Does that make sense? If we're gonna be putting solar panels, and obviously that's gonna create some sort of a little bit of weight on the ceiling. So
Mhm.
we need to run our structural fittings on the bearing walls like that to support the weight, and then whatever we can run metal work across the building like that to support the solar panels like that. Does that make sense? That's the idea for the solar panels. Just a quick note on the now that I can draw, I'm enjoying it.
Hey,
Note on the canopy. Canopy right there at the entrance is obviously serving one purpose. Vehicle coming into the canopy, parking there, letting people enter the building right without getting wet in the rain. That detail there that you draw, that U shape, I think we need to eliminate and rather make it just one straight wall like that.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's talk about the last place, living room, because that's quite exciting bit.
This is very
It's gonna
excited.
be is gonna be the main area for everyone to hang around, probably as you already know. It's quite, I wouldn't say it's quite big, but it's spacious. The ceiling height is 3.5. Why is to keep all the hot air high up in the ceiling so the cold air stays lower, right? This living room, what I was planning to do a skylight here. It will serve the table bit. The
Mhm.
table supposed to be somewhere in the middle of that skylight like that. And then the couch should wrap around like that. All right. And then the TV will stay right as where it is right there. That's the TV gonna stay as it is right there. That's
Okay.
gonna be one sort of an area of the living room. You got it, guys?
We got it, sir.
That's why I'm saying we're gonna have to have a look at how we can support the skylight. If we're gonna have a concrete beam or metal beam supported from these bearing walls right here,
Mhm.
another concrete beam or metal beam supported from here, and
Yeah.
two little beams to hold it sideways, that's where we can probably place our skylight
Yeah.
Yes.
right here. Or if we can move a little bit towards the center here, that would be better. I
Mm.
will let you to work with your load bearings on that one because it's an 8 meter long span. I know maybe reinforced concrete beam is not enough. Maybe we need to come up with sort of a like
Actually,
I do.
sir, before we had a meeting, I called my partner, the structural engineer, to attend our meeting. But eventually, his wife is been in the tawagan ko yung kanabitong namatay mo yung asawa.
oh
So,
no,
Yeah.
but
sorry.
so he did not join us today. But maybe for another time, I know he can contribute. We also have an idea on that, but I prefer to delegate that to my structural engineer,
Of course.
Engineer Cesar Porras.
Yeah,
Anyway,
and I wanted to get it done right as well, guys, because as I said, it's quite important detail. Why
yeah,
the living room is so big? Because the only light is gonna be coming through here, which is not gonna reach all the way down to this wall. So
Mm.
that's gonna be a dark area. To avoid that, we want our skylight to be here to fit some more light into the room.
Yes.
okay.
And as I said, that's why we're probably gonna have to maybe install a steel work running from here on the
Mm.
structural wall, have a probably a post here and a post here ties in, and
Definitely.
another post here, another post here that
Mm-hmm.
puts another sort of a framework in there. We create a stable structure for the
Mm.
window in the middle.
Yes, sir. Sir, may I ask also, this is with regards to our lighting ventilation. so that there will be light. How about the air ventilation, sir? Are you planning to put an air conditioning unit within the area of the living room?
That's a good question as well. Now, I know there's some units, air conditioning units, what they available in the market and how aesthetically do they look. I know that the living rooms, the bedrooms, they're gonna have here, as I said, mentioned earlier, incorporated in a joinery. It's gonna be a bespoke joinery, sort of like a wardrobe cabinet, full height to the ceiling, and the unit is gonna be inside there, hidden away from the eyesight. But also, it's
Yes.
gonna have a holes or ventilation holes, the air to enter to the room,
Mm.
and to help with that, the ceiling is gonna be 3.5 meters, and it's gonna have a fan, rotating fan, in the middle, electrical
Wow.
fan, so it
Okay.
will help to circulate the air in the room
Mm.
Correct.
if need be to assist with the cooling. As for the living room AC, I'm thinking to have at least sort of a like here.
Mhm.
Now, why I'm saying that, because let's move on with the living room detail. That area there is gonna be a TV sitting area. Second part of the living room is gonna be a bar here, and it's gonna be probably some tables, chairs, pool table like that. That's gonna be sort of like a hangout drinking area with the bar, pool table, and karaoke stage.
Okay.
Oh, you like karaoke, sir?
You like to sing?
We love karaoke. So
Yeah,
karaoke
we
stage
Philippines.
is gonna be sort of like that karaoke stage with the bar area here. So we're gonna
Nice.
have a so we're gonna have a joinery wall right here, guys.
Mhm.
That's gonna be part of the separation of the TV area and the bar area, entertainment area.
Mm.
And the third area, which is gonna be probably like a greeting area, sort of like that maybe shape, like a
Yeah.
U shape, or it can be flat shape. That area, what I'm saying, is gonna be another joinery unit that's gonna
Mhm.
be joining back with the karaoke stage to put the shoes, put the coats, like a greeting area, that blue, if we're market.
A foyer.
A
Be a
4 year,
foyer.
sort of like that. It's gonna be all again a bespoke joinery. Just to give you a rough idea, guys, this is what the living room purpose is gonna be.
That's nice.
And for that reason, I was saying that we that back of the building right there where there's a very little light, I want the light to come from the skylight and to have natural light coming from the side windows into here. And then and the AC unit probably gonna be one enough just to be somewhere here in the middle AC unit. And then probably only the sides need to be accessible all the way through like that, so you can walk through the one side and walk through the other side. And I want to put some curtains as well, guys, just curtains. Yeah, curtains will kind of help me to curtains kind of gonna help me to keep the area sort of
Mm.
demised, if you know what I mean, to enclose the area. That will give sort of like a bit of a closed feature. Curtain
Mm.
here, sort of like that, and another curtain, probably serving the living room like that curtain, something like that. But that can be done later on. We'll come up with the detail later, okay? No, guys, you have any questions you want to ask?
No, sir. We have been following you. So nice. We have all
Just want
noted.
to clarify, sir, regarding if we go back to the dirty kitchen and the laundry room, we will
Yep.
have access from the laundry room to the dirty kitchen. And then from the laundry room, we also have access to the plant room going outside.
No. So the
No.
kitchen, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna put it this shape, and the door to the dirty kitchen is gonna be from here, and the door to the laundry room is gonna be from here.
Okay.
And the plant room itself is gonna have to be separate and entry from here. As I said, is gonna serve utilities room. Is gonna be mechanical and electrical.
May I suggest, sir, my concern would be an idea for the dirty kitchen, because this will be the place where you put some, let's say, not clean, not yet clean foods, like the foods from the garden or the fish from the market.
Yeah.
May I suggest that we will have an access door from the outside going to the dirty kitchen? For example, you went to the market or to the grocery,
Correct.
you will not pass through the main door going to the
Living
kitchen and
room.
then to the dirty kitchen. It will be from your garage or your from carport. you can pass through outside the house and going to the kitchen directly, carrying all those stinky fishes with blood or the pork
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, you made a good point there, and I think for that reason, if we gonna make kitchen unit like that,
Mhm.
and we're gonna place a door here, we can
Yes,
have a door here. That
yes,
will
yes. That
so
would
that
be,
will give us to go
yeah.
like that.
So you can have access from the outside, go directly to your kitchen and dirty kitchen. You will not pass through the living room just in case you have visitors already, and
Yeah,
then
Mm.
your stuff, your companions there are carrying your groceries, passing through the
yeah,
living area. So they will go pass through the back of the house, pass through that.
yeah,
We call it service door for the kitchen.
and that's why I wanted the door to be here,
That's good. That's right.
and the kitchen to be on this sort of a, and that will
Yeah.
help, and that will also help us to serve our water to go
Mm-mm.
like that.
Correct.
This is just a rough idea. We're gonna maybe detail the drawing a little bit more later as well. But
Yeah.
just a couple notes from what we picked up today that I'll show you right now. This window will be taken out. This window will be taken out. There will be different windows in the dirty kitchen. It will be totally different windows. I'm gonna send you the details later. The ones in red are marked right now. They need to be taken out. Therefore, the beds either be facing that way or the
Yes.
beds either be facing that way from that wall.
Mm.
So either one they had to be over the window. That's the reason.
Yeah.
This bedroom is absolutely fine as it is. This is fine as well. I like it the way it is. But
Mm-mm.
the ones are marked in green gonna have to change a layout of the bed like that.
Okay.
And the doors gonna have to be sort of accommodating the built-in wardrobe
Mm.
like that. So we need to make sure that built-in wardrobes accommodate with the doors each other.
Okay.
Another detail that I mentioned earlier, guys, you can make a note that this wall needs to be one straight line because that will give me the space for the
Receiving
greeting area.
greeting area.
Bespoke joinery is gonna go in the middle of that wall, which
Mm.
gonna help us with the karaoke stage probably somewhere here.
Oh,
Yeah.
Karaoke stage, and then the bar area is gonna be here with the joinery unit. Again,
Mm.
it's a bespoke joinery unit that will divide the living room and the bar area. It doesn't need to be big, just need to be something sensible.
no. Did you
Yeah.
get it,
And
architect?
I,
and then the last area, as I mentioned, again in the living room is gonna be just a sofa with a table and a skylight in the middle to serve
mm,
that some light in there.
yeah.
That's gonna be sort of like a light area, and that area right here where the bar is, karaoke can be dark because that is for TVs and entertainment.
Sir, so that's a very interesting, sir. Uh, very technical, and then also happy that the architect is joining us. And then maybe you can share something. So you have to instruction with us. What's the next step you want us to do? Or
Yeah, so a little bit about budget and costing. Why I stage it in three phases, right? I want each phase to be well thought. I don't want to do it twice or come back to it, redo it after. I want to do it one time, right? Let's just finish quickly about the house. Now, external walls, all these external walls need to be hollow block work. That will help us with the heat trying
okay,
to get into the building, right? We're trapped in the hollow block work.
Mm.
If we're building hollow block work, it will need some sort of like a rebar and tying up into the columns. I don't
Yeah.
want every single hole to be filled. I want holes to be left open so it radiates the heat. Roof is gonna have to be flat all the way across, and where we're gonna have a skylight here, sort of is gonna have to rise maybe 10 mil to help the water to drain away from the building.
Mhm.
And the roof is probably gonna have to overhang about 200 mil from the ledge, so when the water when the water's coming down from the roof, it doesn't drip down the building. It drips down sort of away from the building. The roof detail is obviously a flat roof like that, and the wall. So that the distance is 200 mil at least.
Noted.
That will help the water then to drain away from the building like that, rather than if we cut it flat. If we cut it flat here, the water will be dripping down the building.
Mm.
All right, that's little detail we need to think of. As for external walls either can be block work, solid block work, or breeze block, whatever that's needed. Okay, so all the internal walls can be breeze block or block work, whatever
Okay.
you guys prefer to use.
Okay.
We got foundations. Well, as we meet in October, you can have a look at the land, and also we can schedule sort of a like topographical, geographical surveillance of the land, which will determine the ground conditions for the foundations.
Mm.
And as we know the conditions for the load-bearing foundations, then we will know what type of foundations we need for that type of building.
You already have a firm, sir, to do the topographic survey. You you have already.
I looked on it from Google Maps, so that's on the topographical, but we need to find out what the soil condition is, where the what
Uh,
compact depth we need to pick. Are we going 2 meters? We need to go 2.5 meters to achieve the correct load bearing, surface.
but you hire a geodetic, sir, or you just rely on the Google.
No, this was just totally it's from the Google topographical. I mean, I've seen visually the site myself. I've seen visually.
Uh,
As I stated, the site sort of there's a river here. Oh, sorry. I show you a little bit. I'm gonna draw you. There's a river here, like that. Then we got a flat land, flat, okay, and then the land sort of rises upwards like that for about
Mm.
100 meters, joining the actual main road.
The main road is on the
So
upper
that's
left.
the so that's the main road, yeah.
Mm.
I was saying that really the house needs to be somewhere here in the high ground so it doesn't get flooded by the river if there's any floods in the future.
Yeah. But there will be some land development to be considered to flatten the land or to cut the land to make it flat. Some part, only some part of where
Yeah,
the
so you're absolutely right, Jasper. So
yes.
this part of if we're gonna come
Yeah.
with the vehicle that way, so
mm,
like the land here is gonna have to be flattened out.
Okay.
mm,
We're gonna have to work some land to make it suitable for the housing.
yeah,
As you come into that from the main road, you're gonna join that sort of a area where the house is gonna be. So we will determine whereabouts we're gonna need to do it here
yeah,
because it cannot be here because otherwise it's gonna get flooded,
yeah.
right?
So
So we try to avoid that.
we go that we will have an ocular visit to the site.
Yeah. So as I said, I'm coming in October, guys. I can take you there in October. I can show you around, and then from that point we can schedule our geographical or geological survey of the land and
Mm,
we can establish whether it's feasible for us to bring the concrete lorries or whether we're going to mix concrete on site.
yes, it's good.
Sounds good.
And geological survey is quite important because I said it will determine our load-bearing foundations
Uh,
for the house, whether we
Yeah,
need some pile foundations, whether we need just a regular foundations like sort of like that with a column, or does it need to be a continuous foundation, sort of like that all the way through, and that
so
will determine us
do
the,
you already have
the
a
depth.
company or someone to do the geo testing, the
No,
site
you're gonna
survey?
have to. It's gonna be down to you guys.
yeah.
We have also colleagues who will do that the,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the soil analysis.
Yeah, soil analysis, that's correct. I have sort of a picture in my phone of the soil type around the area. It's sort of like clay, just to give you a rough idea. It's clay. You know what is
It's
clay?
great. Yeah.
Okay.
It's brown soil clay. So what is susceptible for? It's susceptible of shrinking and expanding, right?
Mm,
We need to determine what depth is, say for the foundations to be at and what height and what thickness we're gonna go for. So your structural engineer is gonna have to be involved a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
But at this point, given I think our foundation is going to be at least minimum 1.5 meters depth. Obviously, structural support is going to have to be in place for a bearing wall right here,
Mm.
right? Because that's where probably gonna have to have a metal beam or reinforced concrete beam for glass.
Yeah.
That's for your structural engineer to work out, not for me.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you got any questions?
As of now, sir, I think we have a lot of time to. What will I do is I will send this copy to Architect Evan. So also the video, sir. I will send it to both of you, and
Great.
then so that we can review each other for the next
Yeah.
time that we will talk about. So we have good memory. So anyways,
Yeah.
it's a 1 hour virtual meeting. So we're very happy, sir. That I also may I ask where did you find our company?
I was looking on Facebook and Google as well, so I'll find you guys through there.
Okay.
And the reason why I said I want to phase that in three phases because there's a lot of elements. In the first phase, building the building is quite important for us to get the drainage points in. Drainage for the toilet and bedrooms because they're gonna have to be incorporated into our foundations because they will have to penetrate the foundations. So it's for us important that we run the pipe like that, sort of for the toilets, join them here, and that's for the toilet waste. And for the grey water waste, you're gonna have to run from the kitchen to here, from the laundry room, joining that main, and also from the dirty kitchen, joining this irrigation pipe. So this yellow pipe is grey water that will drain into the field,
Sir.
but the red
Yes.
pipe will be joining the irrigation, not irrigation, sorry, apologies, the
The
septic tank.
waste pipe. Yeah. So I have
Um,
one concern also. Sorry if I interrupt you. Regarding the bedrooms, bedroom 1, 2, 3, and 4.
yep.
How about their toilet and bath? If they're going to use a toilet and bath, they're going to pass through the living to use the water closet near the kitchen.
Yeah. This for toilet, 4 bedrooms, gonna be using this
Okay. So
toilet here.
they will not have any other toilet, but they will have to use this common toilet near the kitchen.
And then when we're gonna put the door here into that lobby,
Okay.
then the people can also access this toilet here. And that's why I already mentioned that I want a door to the bedroom to be from this lobby.
Mm.
That
Okay. Sir. Noted.
okay.
That's noted also. I think the
Okay,
dimension that
guys.
been scheduled here, sir. As you said, see, have you seen this one? Is that correct, sir? We
Yeah,
already
you said it correct. That's correct there, Jasper. Well done, mate.
Are you
only
the one, sir, who made this layout, this drawing?
I made
Right.
this layout because uh, it was all thought of bedroom size 4 by 4 meters.
Yeah.
And
What
then
what
when I
program did
placed
you use, sir, in
I
doing this layout?
I just used
If I may.
paint.
That's nice.
architect. What happened is Sir Ray sent me the
Mm,
colored paint that showed
Yeah.
earlier. Then this one is generated by AI. So I just made
okay.
the enhance or just a prompt, and then
Mm,
AI give me this one.
okay.
The idea was to have these 4 bedrooms line on one side and to have same length on this side. So that makes sort
Yes.
of like a square stable structure
Mm,
and keeping
yeah.
all the mechanical side on this side of the building will
Mm,
prevent us from any pipes crossing the building,
mm,
from any other place. So all the water and pipes can stay in this area. That will help us for us to manage our mechanical services.
yes, sir. Sir, in this layout, where will be the location of the road and the river side? If I may, if I ask the orientation of the building.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So the road sort of will be on this side of the building,
Maybe I can show you here, sir. This
and
one.
that will be
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
okay. That's okay.
so
That's okay.
I'm sorry that architect this one made by sir, and then this one
Mhm.
is
So
generated.
Yeah, yeah.
the road is from this side of the building, okay,
Okay.
from
That
the
side.
west side,
Yeah.
yeah, and the river is gonna be
the
from
other
the
side.
back of the building.
Okay.
So that means we sort of need to pick up the ram pump somewhere here,
Mm.
feed a pipe into here, and then up into the building.
Yeah.
That will help the water to flow to the ram pump, which is right here, and then it will pump towards the building store tank.
Yes. That's okay, sir.
And as for septic tank, because the waste pipe's coming out through here, septic tank is gonna have to be here.
Mhm.
And the grey water pipe is gonna be draining into the irrigation field. Now you probably know already that the septic tank will be branching into three ways.
Yeah.
We go like that, and
Mhm.
that. So that's gonna be the leach field.
Yeah.
All right, so that's very simple septic tank option.
I've got it.
Cool. Well
Okay.
done, guys. So, as I said, in sort of a like cost wise, exactly. Let's move to the cost a little bit. Discuss our cost. Why is it split in three stages? It will help us to manage our costs as well as we move through the project, and also we'll have more control in financial expenses. And our estimated direct cost. That means what I want the guys to find out is how much is going to cost the concrete, how much is going to cost the block work. Okay, this is what you're going to say. Okay, listen, all this is going to estimate 1 million, 2 million pesos. All right, so I'm going to be fine. Okay, this is what it's cost in the market at the current rate, which is absolutely fine. Now, I also know you have your overhead guys that you charge for your business, which is absolutely fine. Well, I want to know how many percentages you charge for your business. You're charging 15%, you're charging 20%, or even
Okay.
more for that. Okay. So if, for example, the project is estimated to be 5 million pesos and you want profit of 1 million pesos, that means it's 20%, which is absolutely fine. That's what I want to find out from you guys. What is your estimated direct cost to build a building on the phase one, and how much percent you're going to charge for your overhead?
Okay.
Okay, so you need to do a little bit of calculation. How much concrete you're gonna pour, how much rebar you're gonna put, and how much blockwork you're gonna use. And then you're gonna say, look, this is what it's gonna cost for you, labor cost, machinery cost, and we're gonna charge you for that 20% of our overhead, or 15%, whatever you charge.
Yeah. Because we also consider the area, the logistics about the
Yes. So every little detail will accumulate, and it doesn't need to be exact
yeah,
amount. It will be probably hard to guess exact
yeah.
amount anyway, but something like as a rough idea would be kind of good to know.
Okay. We will do that, sir.
Somewhere in my head, I calculated there's about 4,000 blocks to be used.
I mean, we will quantify that, sir.
Yeah, so have a little cut down. You already know what the house layout is, the square meterage, and obviously a little infeed from your structural engineer will give you sort of like a guidance towards your pricing
Yeah,
the project. Okay, so your structural engineer will be a big help for you guys, because you're
yeah.
probably gonna have to know what depth of foundations do you need, how wide it needs to be, how many columns you need. Plus the roof is gonna be as well flat concrete.
Okay. We will work on that, sir. Then,
Yeah, work on that, guys. As I said, you got plenty of time because I'm coming to Philippines only in October. That's when my ticket is booked for. And in October we can meet in the city. Are you based in Cagayan de Oro?
Yeah.
yes, everything.
Oh, so great. In October, we can meet somewhere in the town. We can have a cup of coffee, and then I can take you to the Lacolac, show you where the property is.
Mhm.
Okay. May I ask, sir, if you have called somebody or another contractor to presenting with this one?
Yeah, I have another two contractors that I'm dealing with, just exactly same.
Okay.
It's not also about the money if you're worried about this. It's also who can achieve this type of construction. So
Okay.
it's not always about the money. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for the right people with the right experience, with the right knowledge, with the right equipment, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then phase two, we're gonna move once we get our structure done, then we're gonna move to phase two. So we're gonna have to get our solar panels done, we're gonna have to get our water supply done, we're gonna have to install the AC units, we're gonna have to get our heating unit, we're gonna have to get the boiler installed. So yeah, that's gonna be in phase two, all the sockets, all the lighting wiring. So there's gonna be a lot of to think about and discuss at that point. So we'll
Okay.
need some mechanical and electrical expertise.
Yeah.
And at that point, we're gonna have to kind of close into our furniture layout, if you want to call it so. So we're gonna have to know where the bed is gonna be, so we can know the socket is gonna be from the left and right. We need to know where our living room joinery unit's gonna be, so we can give a supply.
Okay.
So that's gonna be mechanical and electrical part of it out.
It's, okay, architect. That's very
Yeah.
competitive transactions. Hopefully, we will do our best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not hard, guys, but you know the whole reason for it is just to get it right
Build it
first
right.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well thought, overthought. We have a little bit of time to think about that. Also, I'm not alone who's planning this. I have a wife as well to to talk to. So I need to also incorporate her ideas in
Yeah.
this building. And then I think the phase 3 is gonna be more or less, I hope so. It's gonna be the easiest part, which is the finishes. So I'm looking for most likely plasterboard walls.
Okay.
I'm looking for a plasterboard ceiling, and I'm looking for tile floor.
We can help you with that. Sir. We can help you with that.
Yeah, so that I think this phase 3 is going to be slightly easier, or the easiest part of all those 3 phases, because that's going to be
Yeah.
finishes, so like aesthetics, decorating, tiling. That's pretty easy. You don't need to think a lot about it too much.
Yeah.
But phase 1 is getting structural elements right? So
Correct.
getting the foundations right, getting the dimensions right.
Yeah.
On phase 2, we need to get all the mechanical and electrical services to work together,
Yeah.
and we need to calculate the loads for the distribution boards, how many kilowatts we're going to use, how many solar panels we need, what water supply we need. We need 20,000 liter tank, whether ramp pump is going to work, or do we need to drill a well to pump the water. So
Yeah.
we're going to have to discuss that on phase 2.
We are very happy, sir, no, that you have a lot of idea because this is the one that we are looking for. The client that's very technical, then he will not price if something there's a scope of work that will flow in the middle of the construction because you have an idea. So
No,
we're
I'm willing to work with you guys. I'm trying to make as simple as possible for you guys. And obviously, you're gonna be the ones who are gonna be building the building, putting the
yeah,
ideas into it. You, the experts, which is absolutely fine
yeah,
with me, and that's why I rely on you guys.
yeah. So what we also want in our services, we also carry your headache. So your headache is your stress will be our stress. We will be the one to handle that one. So that's one we are services we have. So
That's
you
great.
do that.
That's all up to you guys. You do. I give you the money. You build it. That's up to you guys. You do what you want to do.
So that's why I
No,
said
no, no,
that. So thank you for the trust there for inviting us.
Thank you,
You
Jasper, for giving me interest into this bungalow type house.
yeah.
I also have another ideas coming up in the future as well. I want to build another couple buildings, but we can talk about that in the future anyway.
Yeah, we can focus this one first. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you will the title will be clean. The transfer in the name of your
Yeah.
partner, sir, partner or your wife, or your
Yes, my
wife.
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully so that
Yeah.
we will pray for that. So
Everything's
so
gonna
then
be all right. Don't
we
worry.
will schedule sir the next meeting. So we will wait for your instruction. We will do our estimates as what you have mentioned, and then maybe the architect Burgos will do his part about the changes that we have made,
Revisions. Yeah.
the revisions.
Yeah. So as I said, I'm gonna follow you with an email from our this chat. I'm gonna
Okay,
give you some recaps, as in
okay,
hollow block work on the perimeter walls,
okay,
also about the our little bit of mechanical installation, joining irrigation tank. So I will follow that in the email from this meeting. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jasper. God bless you, and you have a lovely day.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless
Thank you.
architect. Thank you.
Thank
Evan,
you.
nice to speak to you,
Thank
mate.
you. Yeah, sir. Thank
Hope to
you.
work
God
with you.
bless.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.